Welcome to the Ministry Pivot Podcast with Russell St. Bernard, a podcast designed to assist leaders as they seize the season of opportunity by pivoting toward it. Let's get started with today's episode.
Hey fam, Reverend Russ back again with another Ministry Pivot. Super excited again, as I always say, that you decided to join us, whether it be today, tonight, whether you are at home, whether you're driving, whether you are working out. Please don't forget, do it safely if you're driving, but don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, share this with someone that you know it may be helpful for. Continuing in this series and thinking about leadership tensions. Last time we talked about the first tension, which was false starts. Now we're going to talk about the second tension, which I believe in our leadership. If you didn't hear the first one, please go back and hear that one. But in leadership, we have tensions that provide traction to move us forward. And oftentimes we don't move forward because we don't have enough healthy tensions to move us forward. And so last time we talked about the fact that false starts are a tension, and that you have to have clear aim in order to navigate through some of those false starts or not have them at all. But the other thing that I want to say today is that another leadership tension is a tight leader lid. Having a tight leader lid. You've heard John Maxwell's thing about the leadership lid and how you can only go beyond the lid. But sometimes I also want to say that a tight leader lid, that a leadership lid that does not have vision will actually block you. The first point is that leadership lids block vision. That sometimes you may have a leadership tension because you don't have enough leadership exposure, which is really the answer to all of these on the top end. So your vision is being blocked. You haven't allowed for leaders to see more than what they've currently seen. You haven't allowed leaders to dream for more than what they've currently had. You haven't allowed leaders to think and ideate outside of the box because you have them stuck in, or they're stuck in only what they've seen. And one of the tensions that I think we have in this tight lid phase is that a tight leadership lid will block vision. And so the answer to that, the purpose of that, the focus of that is to make sure that you have enough exposure happening for you and for the leaders. When's the last time you went to go see another ministry? When's the last time you went to go see another business? When's the last time you went to go see another environment? Maybe you can't go there, but you can Google it, you can search it, you can look online and see how different things are operating just to be inspired beyond what you have. And what this is really important for, this is really important for those of you who are watching, who are listening, who are at the top of your game, who many people are coming to for answers and coming to see stuff. Now, that does not mean that what you're sharing is not valid, but what it means is that you have to make sure that even though what you're sharing is valid, that people are coming around and trying to see you, that you have to make sure that you are also pushing to grow within yourself so that you are loosening your leadership lid so that you can have more vision. Secondarily, having a leadership lid also blocks growth of the organization, but also of the employees in the organization. Let me just say this. We don't do as great a job as we should, I believe, across the board in our human resources, in the way in which we inspire those who lead with us, those who lead under us, those who lead alongside of us. We have to do a better job of inspiring them and allowing them to reach higher heights, allowing them to go back to school, allowing them to go get a certificate in certain departments or certain areas so that they can strengthen their leadership. That way, the stronger they are, the stronger the organization is. And so sometimes if you have a tight leadership lid, it also will block the growth of the organization because it's blocking the growth of the people inside you. When is the last time you've asked some of your leaders who serve with you, again, whether you're in the church or whether you're in the marketplace, about what they wanted to do and the ways in which they want to lead and the things in which they want to learn about? Again, I'm a Gallup strength coach, and one of the strengths that I love in this season of thinking about, or in this section, would be learner. If you have the gift, but you have the strength of learner, you want to engage with new information. You want to learn new information and use that as the business leader, use that as the business owner, use that as the senior leader to be able to see the ways in which that person wants to learn, that person wants to grow, and how it can propel them forward. And watch as it propels them forward, and also will be able to propel the organization forward. So not only do we have to watch out for tight lids because they will block vision, they will also block growth. The third thing rather, is tight lids or your leadership lid will also block recruitment. I say it again. The lid will also block recruitment. It will block other people from wanting to be a part of your organization. It will block other people from being interested in the work that you're doing. It will block other people from being excited about the work that you're able to do because they won't hear about it. They may not be invited in to hear about it. And they definitely won't be excited about the work that you're doing because there's a leadership lid and you don't want that lid to block recruitment. If you block recruitment, which you should be recruiting all the time, you should be recruiting, you should be mentoring in the church, you should be discipling all the time because you should be doing the work to replace yourself. I know you're saying, well, replace myself. What do you mean? It's just me. It's just you now because it's just you. But as you grow, you're going to need more people to support what you do. I say it all the time that at the end of the day, the less you do, the more you get done. The less you physically do. I have a thing now where I look at my hands and I make sure that there's not one project, there's not one thing that I'm holding on to for too long because I know that the longer I hold on to it, the less time somebody else has an opportunity to get reps, has less time, the opportunity to be an expert, has a less time to the opportunity to get better in the thing that I'm holding on to, and that my gifts are better as I empower them, equip them, and then I move on to something else that only I can do well. And then the thing that only I can do well, I have to start training somebody else on so that they can do it well also, so that I can then move on to the next thing. And that's very hard to think about, very hard to really acknowledge because then what usefulness am I? The truth is the person that knows why is always useful. Not only the person that knows how, not only the person that knows what, but the person that knows why. But my point in this is you have to consistently be trying to duplicate yourself, to duplicate your team so that you can have more people coming in. But if you have a tight leadership lid, if you have a tight, rather, leadership lid, it is blocking not only the growth, not only the vision, but it is also blocking your recruitment. And the answer, I said this earlier on, the answer to a tight leadership lid is exposure. You have to be willing to break the leadership lid by exposing, one, the fact that you have a lid, but two, exposing the opportunity to more, exposing the opportunity to the abundance, exposing the opportunity that it's not about a scarcity mentality. This is about an abundant mentality and moving forward in what God, I truthfully believe, has uniquely equipped you to do, whether you're in the church or you're in the marketplace. Again, hopefully this short pivot was helpful. Look forward to seeing you all engaged. Thank you all for the text, for the comments, for the note that you put inside of these when you get them. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share, to like, subscribe with someone. Don't forget to visit Ministry Pivot so that you can get more information. And we look forward to seeing how you're going to maneuver through this season because this is our season of opportunity. All you have to do is pivot toward it. God bless.
That's it for today's episode of the Ministry Pivot. We hope you enjoyed listening and gaining some valuable insight. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform so you never miss out on our future episodes. And if today's show has resonated with you, please leave us a review to help others discover our podcast. For more resources and updates, visit our website at ministrypivot.com. And be sure to join our email list as well as follow us on Instagram at Ministry Pivot. Thanks for joining us today, and we're excited to have you back next time for another insightful episode of Ministry Pivot. Stay connected, keep pivoting. We'll see you soon.